G'day guys and welcome to Sepang. We're here in the hot, sweaty country of Malaysia.
Yes,
for round 2 of the Valhalla Gamer Season 2 Championship. Very special race for one particular driver.
Yes, for the Blez, our resident Malaysian. It's his home race, obviously.
Yes, he's actually from Malaysia, according to his driver tag flag. So it'll be interesting to see how he does, and certainly will be interesting.
It will be interesting to see how he does, and it certainly will be interesting.
Pole position was taken out for the second week in a row by Rambo, so this guy is setting some blistering pace in qualifying.
He is, with your fine self Stairs only 3/10 down on him, and myself only 2/10 down, nearly 3/10 down on you in third position.
Blaze in his home track, within a second of the winning time, the qualifier.
That's an incredible result in Russia, it has to be said.
That's right. Cron's only a whisker behind there in the Caterham, so those two matching lap times there. Mono will be looking to improve in the race, having been a second lap down on Rambo there, so he may well have made a mistake. He's usually not that much slower than Rambo in the same team. Jay and Maurizio also will be looking to make up ground during the race.
And Megatron in 9th position, 1.5 seconds down on Rambo, so that's not a great lap from him. And Heathy 2.5 seconds down. I think that was another risky last minute qualifying from Heathy that didn't come off.
And Frag heads out the grid there with his first race of the season, having not competed in Albert Park.
Yeah, because he was busy flopping it out.
So just before we head to the grid, we'd just like to draw your attention to a very worthy cause with our pit reporter, who you may remember from Albert Park. His name's Robert, and we've got a bit of an appeal going for him, don't we?
Yeah. We don't want to. We don't want to make a huge thing of it or anything, and we certainly don't want him to get wind of it. So keep it under your hats. But he's had a very hard life, has Robert. He
has indeed.
He's a battler, that's for sure.
Yes, he lost his job as an electrician after a horrendous accident, and but now he's a pit reporter, so he's doing really well for us. He's doing a really good job for us. But his wife has an inoperable mouth cancer.
Yeah, that's...
herpes and mouth cancer. Mouth herpes and cancer.
There you go.
They're easily forgotten.
They are easily. It's so many maladies.
It's very sad for the man. And, Rob's a really genuine good bloke. And what he's done, he took it upon himself to raise the money for her chemotherapy. His avenue was probably a little bit misguided in that he tried to become a professional gambler, which has resulted in a $25,000 debt. And
when your tell is, Alistair, that you jump up screaming, "I've got it," you're just asking to have your money stolen from you, to be honest.
Yes, that's true. We've moved on to more subtle methods of trying to make money out of gambling, trying to lurk around pokie machines. Pokie machines didn't... This is not really the point. The point is, during this race, we've got a telethon going. The numbers should be on your screen right now. And we're raising money so that he can afford his wife's chemotherapy.
Yeah, it's a worthy cause. Numbers should be right there at the bottom of the screen. 1-800 help Robert now. Just any amount of money you can spare would be greatly appreciated.
Okay. Anyway, we'll move on towards the grid now, and the atmosphere is tense and humid.
As any southeastern Asian country would be, very humid down there. There's the big Petronas start-finish sign.
Yep, you can see Matty there switching up to Rich Mix already.
He wants to get a good go off of it, I think.
He certainly does. He wants to get a good
And
launch.
they're off, and...
Away they go. And Rambo just alongside Rambo.
Stairs, that was a bad takeoff for Rambo. Stairs, but Rambo still has the inside.
He'll have the inside there, and he's just lurched forward a little bit there. Braked actually really rather late, and he's gone way off the track. Lost
Stairs
many
shoots
positions.
into first position. Madbird still down in third with Cron.
Cron seems to have got a better start than Madbird there, and has got himself up into second place. So great start from Cron.
Yep, in the carrier.
And an even better start from Madbird, from Stairs rather, who's had a really, really good start. He's going through. I'll stop saying start, but you can see the gap that he's got to Cron. It's about it's nearly it's nearly a second already.
And that is immense, considering we're barely 30 seconds into this lap.
But Cron. Looks like he's just struggling in that fast right-hander, and Madbird is already looking to take that place.
And that was beautiful. He might not have it done yet, though. Cron's still alongside.
Yeah, he'll have the inside coming into his hairpin, but it looks like the straight line speed of that Lotus has not quite got the job done. Maybe it has. They're alongside, side by side, but
Madbird pulls ahead.
Cron loses out. So, yeah, that was an incredible move right through the double apex right-hander. So we're entering lap 3. DRS is now enabled, and Stairs has really been pushing the gap there. He's got 3.3 seconds on Madbird.
Here's a good lap. Fucking hell, it's a good lap.
Madbird's coming under pressure now from Mono, so...
that is incredibly close that Mono is now, considering he was about a second behind not very long ago.
The tables turned on his Sauber teammate, Rambo going off at the first corner, and now Mono is the one in a prime position to capitalise on and get a decent race. Oh, we just lost the Blaze!
God. The Blaze has put it into the wall around the 12th corner. Are there 12 corners?
I don't know. That's very unfortunate. He only makes it 3 laps into his home Grand Prix, so that is very, very unfortunate. So the man grew up here.
Yeah, the stewards are going to be...
his family built Sepang with their you know...
With their bare feet.
With their bare feet, and you know.
They had those big baskets on their head that they had all the building materials in.
Yes, that's a Southeast Asian thing, is it?
Yeah.
Anywho.
Anyway, we're gonna have to get Robert down in the pit to have a talk to the Blaze when he gets back.
Yeah, we'll have a look, but we don't have time right now because Mono's going for the inside. He's coming through. It looks like he's going to have the racing line, but he's just yielded that because he knew there wasn't any way through just yet. But he's certainly at this stage seems to be showing a good turn of pace.
He's got
an enormous closing speed, but
he is had to back off again. There wasn't enough time.
Yeah, Madbird staying cool under pressure, not missing his braking markers.
And Stairs maintaining that 3.3 to 3.6 second gap between him and second place. So
yeah, this is true. I believe Robert's got hold of the Blaze walking back to the pits. Robert, I believe you've got the Blaze there.
Yes, thank you. I do. I'm speaking to him right now. Blaze, now your home race. I'm sure you'll be looking for a really solid performance here.
I put it into the wall.
Yes, I mean I understand that, but that's obviously a little bit disappointing.
Is incredibly disappointing, my friend. I cannot believe I did this. I put it in the wall. It's horrible. I will commit seppuku immediately. I cannot.
Oh
believe
no! Don't do that. That's very no. I'm gonna. No. I need to rub your shoulder.
Oh. Robert, I appreciate it. It is nightmare start for me here at home country of Malaysia, obviously.
That's a bit sad. Now, sorry to interrupt you there, Blaze.
Oh no.
I understand your family built this track.
Yes, we built this. Me, my mama, my papa, and my 78 brothers and sisters.
Oh my, that's quite a lot. How did your mother do? She wouldn't have had much time.
Oh, there wasn't just one mother, my friend. There was 7 or 8 mothers that each, if one wasn't pumping one out, the others were sure working on it, my friend.
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt. Go on. You built the track.
Oh, I do apologize. We built the track. We tried as best as we could, and we saw China. China had this fantastic first and second corners, and we thought we do that as well.
Oh, okay. I was under the impression that this track was built before the Shanghai track.
No. We tried to tell people that, but that's not true at all.
You tried to tell people.
We tried to tell people, but they don't believe us.
Okay, right. Well, that's been really quite thrilling, and it's been I've been a fan of yours, Blaze, for a number of years, and I wish you better luck in the future because you have had a number of technical issues in the past, and I really hope that it gets better for you.
Robert, for all the things that have gone wrong with my life, I cannot even compare to I cannot compare to a wife with the mouth herpes and the cancer and the huge gambling debt. So yeah. You are the brave one.
Oh yeah, no, thanks, Blaze. I mean, yeah, my life's a shit in a handbag.
Oh, it's so emotional. Robert.
Okay, Okay, thanks, Robert, for that unnecessarily long interview and impassioned speech.
Thank you,
But,
Robert. That was beautiful. I'm tearing up as we
Thankfully,
speak.
nothing of significant importance did happen during that. Oh goodness! But sorry to cut across you, Madbird, there. But we do see Stairs coming into the pits. Robert, is your composure regained? Oh yes, absolutely. Yes, I can see smoke coming off those tyres. They're really for the shit heap now. We've got some primes coming on, and Stairs, they've done a really good stop. And yeah, fucking.
Thanks, Robert.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Thanks, Robert. That was good information there. Stairs comes back out onto the field in a 5th position behind Maurizio.
Yeah, Madbird inherits the lead of the race, so he's going longer.
But Mono is right with him. That's he's not giving him any space.
He's not giving him. Yeah, he's certainly not pulling a gap out on Mono.
And Matty finds the pit entrance. Oh my god!
Struggles to find it. Finds it, and Mono's just gone through. He's hit the pit wall.
Mono has passed him going into the pits.
Got
that
himself
is a disaster.
got him. After all that work keeping Mono behind, he's thrown it into the pit wall and taken himself to a complete stop. And,
that is shock. Robert, did you see this? How did it happen?
It was amazing. It's a race between the pit stewards. We got the Lotus coming out, and I think Mono's been held because the Williams was coming through and says, they didn't want to get an unsafe release, so Stairs is oh god, I'm forgetting the names. What's it, Madbird? Got a bit of time back on the Mono man, but certainly not as much as he lost. He lost a huge amount of time going into the pits, and I feel more sorry for him than I do for myself right now.
Madbird is still, he's 1.5 seconds down on Mono Man, which definitely isn't ideal considering he had the lead over him about 40 seconds ago, if that, so
and
how fast things can change.
Stairs is bearing down on Maurizio here. Maurizio, I don't think has stopped yet, so struggling on older tyres. I'm just trying to see if those are primes that he started on. It looks like they were, and looks like Maurizio has let Stairs through and also struggling with a bit of lag also. Jay looks like he pitted on the same. Actually, we'll just confirm this. Can I... Robert, are you there? Yes, I certainly am there. I'm here to answer. Yes, shut up. Okay. I've just got a question to Jay. What lap did Jay pit on? The same lap that Stairs pitted on. He pitted on that lap.
Oh, speaking of Jay, new fastest lap from him, 1:39.9. So that is not too shabby at all, considering.
Robert, do you know what tyres he's on? No. Okay, thank you, Robert.
Thank you, Robert. Who has pit that Madbird has gotten up into P4, right?
Robert, I believe someone's pit. Robert? Robert?
He's probably crying in the shower or something.
Yes, no, I've got out of the shower. The person who pit was Maurizio. He came in and he stopped, and there were a whole bunch of people around the car. They took off the tyres that he had on his car and they replaced them.
Okay, thank you, Robert.
Wonderful insight there. So, Maurizio certainly seems to have had enough of those tyres and he's come in for new ones. I mean, I let him. I gave him the shoe.
Yeah, obviously. You're not a heartless bastard.
Yeah,
obviously.
Of course. You don't just step on someone's gerbil and then not give him the shoe that you trod on it with. I mean, that would be inhumane.
Absolutely heartless, and that would be reprehensible. Is the word I would use.
Yeah, it would be akin to stealing a man's iced coffee. Was that during Fidel Castro's recent visit to South Australia?
I was trying to think of Alonso's first name, and for some reason...
You mean Fernando Alonso?
Yeah, for some reason I went Fidel.
So did you actually mean Fidel Castro?
No, I was trying to think of Alonso's first name.
Oh, so when he stole Alonso's iced coffee, right?
But then I said Fidel.
But that was just a playful thing on the grid.
Oh yeah, it's just something
that was in
happens.
Australia, wasn't it? When
that was. It was in between. It was when we were trying to get a hold of him to get some important race information.
Alonso was on the grid, ready to get in his car, and he was drinking his iced coffee, and
big fan of iced coffee.
Yeah, Robert came along and took the iced coffee and drank it in front of him, which is a bit strange.
And then smacked his chest and said, "I am Alonso, I am Alonso." And then
and then Xeris came in, and they said, well, because Xeris is Australian, they said, "Look, mate,
they said to Fernando, look, Xerus is getting the drive today.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Alonso, but the homeboy has got to get the advantage, and Alonso was obviously shattered by this, and he actually killed himself later that afternoon, which of course is the.
I hope he doesn't do that again.
No, of course that was, but that is the reason that iced coffee and stealing thereof is so on everyone's lips at the moment. It's astounding.
We won't. We won't put too much mention to it at the moment. But next week is the appeal for Robert's court case for the defence.
For the defence of forcing Fernando Alonso to kill himself. But
yeah, I guess what are they? In South Africa, they're calling it culpable homicide.
Yeah, it's
probably more manslaughter.
Probably a little bit more. Yeah, it's not. He didn't put the bullet in the gun that was in his hands, but he pretty much pulled the trigger.
Yeah,
so.
but, he gave him the gun and he didn't take the bullet out.
Okay,
which
fair
is
enough.
akin to the same
Which
thing.
if you're gonna give a man who's suicidal a gun, make sure you take the bullets out, because if you take the bullets out, they can't hurt anyone, least of all themselves, unless they just start smacking themselves in the head with it, which I guess you could do. If you were that into it.
Yes, I do believe that what you're saying there is true.
Robert, did Jay pit, and at what point was it? Because we were too busy discussing the whole palaver with Alonso and yourself and the iced coffee.
Oh, yes, yeah, nasty business that. No, Jay did pit, can't remember when.
Okay, thank you, Robert. So Madbird up into third position. He's still on these old primes, and so, as is Alistair, indeed. So as you can see there, Alistair's tyres are getting a little bit worn, especially that front left. It's very angry looking. So
Madbird's younger, so that will be playing into his hands. About a 9-second gap at this stage. So if Stairs is stopping one more time than Mono, he'll want a bit more than that. But he will be fast finishing if he jumps onto those primes.
Yes,
onto
indeed.
Onto
those options, yeah.
And we can see Stairs seems to be coming into the pits. He's right on the limit there. So we've got Rob in the pits there, looking to check what tyres. What tyres have we got there, Rob?
Yes, we got another set of option tyres coming in, and coming on the tyres. They're getting affixed to the car, and now the car's it's gone. Oh, it's behind me. There it is. It's driving away. It's got the option tyres, brand new ones.
Thank you, Robert. So Stairs presumably going for a 3-stop here, get some options on now for a few laps, and then some more options strong for the end. I think that must be Heathy.
That is Heathy, yes. Heathy tends to go for short. Oh, he's flying.
Oh, man, my goodness.
Jumping up in there as Jay sets the fastest lap. We've got
1:38.
Heathy, Goofball Antics we're referring to him this season, because that's what he refers to himself as. He's will certainly be going for one stop less than the preferred strategy, because that's what he likes to do.
Madbird is still in second, still with that gap of about 2.5 seconds-ish to Mono. It's just
Stairs has gained enormous amounts. Sorry, I cut across you there. Stairs
has
gained enormous amounts under braking there. He's sort of let him go through this awkward corner. There's no way through there, but he's
right up.
He's jinking to the left. He's jinking to the right. Here he is.
Got
the inside. That
whoa!
Huge amount of lag means that he might even be out of DRS territory after that. But that was very distracting.
Well, that was a very good corner though for Alistair though. Coming around, he hit that apex like a.
He'll have the exit speed, and he does have DRS.
Hit that apex like a hooker, and now he is closing at a rate of horrible knots. And
he's going to have the inside.
He has the inside. Heathy is around
going
the
around,
outside.
or is he going into the pits?
Heathy actually going to the pits. So.
And he does get DRS as well, because he was still behind Heathy as they went past the second activation point.
Yep, so that's some good speed there.
That's gone to his advantage, certainly. To Stairs' advantage, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Jay's within about 3.7 seconds to Stairs there, so Stairs looking behind him, just a little bit worried about the threat from behind.
Yeah, Stairs always worried about threats from behind, it's, especially after that week in Tahiti, but Madbird is coming on into lap 18, but
took me 6 years to
that
get over that.
lead still 2.3 seconds down on Mono. The consistency of these two drivers is astounding.
Madbird and Mono pitting on the same lap. We'll go down to Rob.
Yes, the mechanics are out, and there'll be a bit of a
Madbird going on to the options, I think. Rob, can you confirm that?
Yeah, I think he drowned.
No,
I'm alright. Yeah, he's going on to the. Oh, he's going on to the options. This is huge news. He's going on to the options. There's no way he'll be able to get to the end of the race on these tyres. At least not with any sort of considerable pace. So that's interesting. Whether he's planning to stop again, or because Mono has gone onto the prime. So certainly splitting their strategy. The Lotus team who don't service Mono's car. So they're not actually splitting their strategy because they're two different teams, Sauber and Lotus.
Thank you, Rob. Madbird onto the options, I think.
Stupid thing to say. Anyway.
I think Mono's onto the primes again to try to run out the rest of the race.
I believe that's what Rob was trying to say to us, and a bit of a corner cutting warning there as they come through to lap Frag in 10th place. Although Frag looks like he's just holding the Lotus up slightly.
He's gotten out of the way now though, but that cost Madbird probably a second or so there. Not that it's hopefully it won't count. I think
the biggest thing out of that pit stop there is that Madbird's changed to option tyres, and there's no way around here that option tyres are going to last for 11.
No, that was a very bizarre move from Madbird, but I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Mono looking like he might have lost a little bit of time on this lap, but you can see Stairs coming into the pits right now. Very fast.
Blistering pace going into the pits there. Robert, I believe the McLaren is coming in. What's going on?
Yeah, the Red Bull team just sort of came out. They just jutted out like a bunch of cardboard characters, and that's not actually what you asked me. The McLaren has come in for option tyres, and it's a 3.2 second stop, 3.200. So that's very close to being exactly 3.2. In fact, it is. Exactly.
Sorry, Robert, I'm going to have to talk over you. Madbird has just passed Stairs coming out of the pits, so...
Oh, this is huge.
Madbird is up into P2 behind Mono because I think JJ has pit also, which would have been those Red Bull figures that you saw coming out there, Robert.
So Madbird's sort of in a bit of no man's land now. He can't pit again because he will absolutely concede second place, because there's certainly not enough time to gain 20 seconds, even if you do have one lap in your tyres.
Yeah, and those tyres are starting to get old. Their options, he got them on lap... What was it, lap 18, lap 19?
Stairs, if he does want to catch Mono and get the victory, he'll have to pass Madbird extremely quickly and then just keep going. Obviously. Yeah, Madbird definitely looking behind more than in front this stage. He is very wide, and look at the amount gained under braking into that hairpin.
That is insane. Madbird is danger close in front of Alistair, although Alistair did just outbrake himself a little bit, but Madbird also went off, so
and just
it's shaken out to be pretty much nil draw.
It should be within DRS range there, as Madbird has an interesting exit from the second.
Stairs does have DRS, trying to get in the slipstream to get closer.
He's gaining. It'll be
he
interesting to see.
Out.
And he's got past before the next. He's got past before the first, or rather the second DRS zone. So
Madbird has the DRS. He is pushing. He is closing. He is up. He has bumped him. A bit of
contact there, and that has lost his momentum. That's interesting.
But he's still got the inside. He's coming up, and
he's got the inside. Stairs tries to go to undercut, but he can't. He has to go around, try and go for the inside around turn 2, and he doesn't. And Madbird holds the position. Very well done. Good defending.
That was close racing there from the two drivers. But
Stairs gets a better exit out of turn 3. And he's going to, or rather turn 2. I think that's turn 2, or this is turn 4. Coming into the inside there, and very tight exit. And he's got it.
He has got it, and look at him stream away from Madbird because just does not have the tyre grip to get that power down.
Just after that first complex of corners there, Stairs just had a better exit coming out of there, and that was where the job was done.
Well, so Madbird still pretty close behind him.
Not DRS assisted.
Oh, but coming around that corner, you can see how much the extra grip with those new tyres is helping because
it's paying dividends.
Alistair is shot off.
So he'll be setting about trying to reduce that gap to Mono, which is currently about 5 seconds. So he'll have to do more than a second a lap on Mono. So doable, but unlikely. Jay is catching. Jay is catching like herpes.
Jay is catching like the mouth herpes that.
We also, sorry, speaking of Rob, he's got Xeris. Xeris, we believe, has carbonara.
Yes, yes. I've just been speaking to Xeris, and he does have carbonara.
I have carbonara.
Okay, that's good. And yeah, so Jay monstering coming. God, no way through there. Coming onto the penultimate corner.
He is going to have DRS, something shocking, and with that Red Bull engine, he is going to be And since I say that, he has actually dropped back a little bit.
Yes, with that Red Bull engine, just not well, the Red Bull engine, which is the same engine that Lotus has, and he's gone for the inside. Jay's coming around the inside of the final corner. He's got the inside. Well, he's got to stop saying the inside. They're both.
Oh, Madbird has DRS coming out of that, so Jay must have been slightly in front, and Madbird streams up the inside coming into the first corner.
Yeah, that's it. Jay, a bit of a tactical error there. He made the move before the DRS zone, but that doesn't
flings it down
matter.
the inside, but does outbrakes himself. Does not brake anywhere near fast enough.
And Stairs gets or rather, Lotus gets the undercut there, and
but Jay is still. Oh no, he has dropped back a little
he's
bit.
lost out there.
That
was incredible. Racing. Jay had the pass done, but he just outbraked himself, and Madbird was just able to maintain his composure and make the corner. But here we go. Jay's coming for the inside. Ooh. He's got the inside. Madbird's got the hand up in the air, but he maintains the position. This is racing at its finest, and Madbird just wants to stay on the racing line, but and actually Madbird's dropped, Jay's dropped it back during that sequence of corners there, so a reprieve just for the time being.
Madbird on those incredibly worn tyres, he's got to be sweating in that cockpit. Stairs has managed to open up a gap of nearly 6.5 seconds between himself and Madbird.
He's caught up to Mono to about 3 seconds, but he's without DRS, so even if he does catch up to Mono, he won't really be able to capitalise on it.
No, he's still got probably a lap and 2/3 to go, so he could make something of it if Mono makes a mistake, but with the consistency that Mono has shown so far this race, and Jay is nearly tried to have a go down the inside there on Madbird.
Yeah, he's ready to capitalise again. He's recovered from a few wonky moments, but he's absolutely, and as Madbird goes wide into that section, and coming into the double right-handed apex
Jay drops
corner.
Back again. He just
no way through there, but he might have a lunge down the left-hand side on the hairpin. No, he's not close enough. And Madbird makes the corner gently.
Oh, Jay has oversteered himself around that corner again. He just seems to be doing that on all the tight corners at the moment.
Yes, he's giving Madbird the chance to get this podium position. The fight for first and the fight for third are on. I mean, Mono is he's still going to be sweating in that cockpit. He makes one mistake and Stairs is right on his tail.
Yes, indeed. Same thing goes for Madbird. Obviously, Jay, you can see him in his rear. Actually, you can't see him in his rear mirror, but just imagine that you can.
Well, the fact that he's catching with an enormous amount of knots there, and he's got the DRS assisted, and Madbird's gone way deep into the final corner, and that will be probably job done. He does have the DRS to fight back, but he's lost so much time coming out of that final corner. It'll be interesting to see whether he can make a lunge into the first corner. Here he goes. The closing speed is amazing. He's braking, and looks like Jay has job done. There's a slight bit of perhaps contact on the nose there.
A little bit of shunt, but Madbird still with him. But
and Jay's got
comfortably in front at this stage.
He's got the grip, and he's just going to drive away at this stage. Madbird's got nothing to answer with at this stage.
He has done those tyres. They have been on the car for probably 10 laps at this stage. That is not options are not designed to go for that long, Alistair.
So heartbreaking for Madbird there, losing the final spot on the podium on the final lap of the race. The other position there looks like it's going to be done at this point. Stairs just doesn't look like he's got enough speed to catch up with Mono, but he'll get very, very close. He's slightly deep into that corner, but
oh, thank God.
It's been quite an incredible performance from Mono. He picked a strategy. It didn't look like in the early laps when he was battling with Madbird that it would work, but he held to it, and even when other drivers were coming in for new tyres and setting really fast laps, he decided to stay out and make this two-stopper work, and it's worked to his advantage.
It has. It's and not so self-sure. That was an incredible catch-up from yourself to get back within striking distance of him, even if it was a bit too late.
But here he comes to cross the line, and Mono wins the Malaysian Grand Prix, and we have two different winners from two different races. So,
we do.
We're just looking at Madbird here, so he will certainly retain fourth place as he crosses the line. Goofball, it looks like he's quite a ways back. So Mono Man wins in the Sauber, 47 minutes, 27 seconds, 0.885. Stairs finishes 1.3 seconds below. That's two races in a row that have been decided by really rather a close margin.
Yeah, that's and then we got Jay and Madbird 12 and 14 seconds back respectively. That was a close battle between those two towards the end, but just those tyres could not hold on long enough for the Lotus.
So a decent finish there for the Red Bull team gives Jay a healthy a healthy amount of points. Goofball finishes 38 seconds down, a lonely finish for him, 20 seconds either side to the next car, which was Maurizio in the Force India, 58 seconds behind. Looks like he had a close finish with Rambo.
Yeah, Rambo only 1 second down on Maurizio, so that must have been a pretty close one. And then Cron with the Caterham.
After his good start, Cron looked like he struggled with tyre wear and understeer with that Caterham around this high downforce track.
Yep, and then we've got Megatron, who must have had some bad luck there in the Toro Rosso because he is 127 down on the race leader, and Fraggle's 1 lap out of the...
Yeah, Frag picks up a point, 1 lap down, and as we mentioned during the race, the Blaze with an unfortunate DNF there.
For his home race, that's incredibly disappointing for the Malaysian, Italian, German, Russian.
That's right. So if we look at the points standings, Mono gains 3 positions in the championship to take the lead in the championship heading into the next race. So fantastic performance from Mono, and backing up on a solid performance in Albert Park.
Yep, and Cron drops 1 position down to second after his win at Albert Park. So
yeah, poor race for him by his standards. It certainly cost him the championship lead. Madbird remains in 3rd place with 27 points.
Yep, we've got Rambo with his dominant victory. Did he? No, he came second, didn't he? At Albert Park,
Yeah,
so he's dropped down into 4th.
Solid second, and he didn't quite do so well here as well. So he loses a few positions. It's very close. That there's quite a few people there in the 20s. JJ with 23 points, moving up quite a bit from where he was at the beginning of this race. Stairs also with his 2nd place adds to his points tally, 22 points.
We've got Goofball and Megatron both on 12 points,
Yeah,
with Megatron dropping 2 places and Goofball gaining 2 places. So
Yeah,
that's very close.
locked on 12 points apiece. Nothing to split those two. They both swapped positions from what they were in Albert Park. Maurizio, first race of the season for him, picks up a solid 8 points, and Xeris, not competing this race, drops 3 positions without any points.
Fraggles grabs a single point from this race, maintaining 11th position, and the Blaze, unfortunately, with his DNF, has 0 points for the season.
That's right. So unfortunate for the Blaze. You know, we chatted to him during the race, and he had these words to say.
Robert, for all the things that have gone wrong with my life, I cannot even compare to the way to... I cannot compare to a wife with the mouth herpes and the cancer and the huge gambling debt. So
Yeah.
you're the brave one.
Oh
my
yeah,
friend,
no,
not me.
thanks, Blaze. I mean, yeah, my life's a shit in a handbag.
Fantastic sentiments there from the Blaze and Rob. Just to remind you of our ongoing telethon to raise money for the horrible gambling addiction that has beset
Not to mention,
the cancer-ridden family, and I think his brother has asbestosis as well, so it's a bit unfortunate. And the ongoing murder trial. But anyway, more about that next race. We're moving to China next week. Only temporarily. We're not actually moving there to live or anything, because that would be strange, especially since they don't have proper internet. But yeah. The next race comes to you from Shanghai.
at the Shanghai International Circuit, indeed, where it
Yes, creative name.
incredibly creative name. It's based off the Chinese character.
Yeah, the Shang, which and the track was apparently built before Sepang, even though it was built after Sepang. So interesting that. And well, according to the Blaze.
According to the Blaze, depending on how much you want to take his word as
Yeah,
as word.
well, I'd take it with a grain of salt.
I would take it with a grain of salt myself.
But
yes.
we'll see you next week in Shanghai, and we look forward to it. I've been Madbird.
I've been Alistair, and Robert. Any final words you want to say?
Oh,
Thanks, Robert. Okay, we'll see you in China.